Good morning, guys. It's E here from Virginia Grace Living. So I'm out here in the garden this morning. I've been on vacation and it's rained. Well, before that, the weather's just been crazy. If you've been following out on the East Coast, we had a drought for at least a month, and then there's been nothing but rain for the past week or so. So weeds and lots of crazy stuff have come up. Plus, I was on vacation, so I couldn't really do much about it. But we're gonna get this tomato plot back here, tomato and pepper plot, taken care of today. It needs a lot of attention. So as you can kind of see, there's a bunch of weeds back here. So I'm gonna go through, we're gonna get this weeded. We're gonna feed these tomatoes with some AgroThrive organic fertilizer. And then last but not least, we're gonna go ahead and start a Florida weave on these tomatoes to start supporting them. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you just kind of how crazy it got. I hate seeing it this weedy, but it's all good. We'll take care of it. So yeah, as you can see, it is crazy full of weeds right now. It's just the way that the weather worked and how I had time to do it. These two rows aren't as bad, but we're gonna bust it up with the tiller in here. And yes, I do know that does stir up more weed seeds, but I stay on top of it, and I only do like the top couple inches of soil. I just don't have time or money to do the inputs that is required for no-till at scale this size. If you're doing a few raised beds, or you have a good connection to get free compost where you can just keep layering it at scale, no-till is great. But for me, it's efficiency and what I have time to do and all that. So I'll show you the other plots aren't near as bad, but I'll probably start in those too. But top priority, tomatoes and peppers back here. So like I said, we're going to start out hitting it with this tiller right here in between these rows. Just kind of cultivate the top level of soil. Dogs are going crazy out here. It's like homeward bound out here, I tell you. So as you can see, this plot's not nowhere near as bad. I'd hit it right before we went on vacation. Over here has a little bit of weeds just because I was waiting for these squash to come up before I got in here in between these rows. I didn't want to kill any seedlings. So this is mostly beans in here, beans and squash. I got some bush beans, I got some wax beans on a couple rows, regular green beans, and then some pole beans on the last two rows. We'll go over to the other two plots real quick and just kind of see what's going on there. May need some light weeding in here too, but again, these are nowhere near as bad, none of these three plots, as that plot right there. All right, right here, I think I'm gonna stop with that for a minute, just because I'm thinking I need to get these supported. That way, when I'm going through here with a tiller, I'm not running stuff over. So I'm gonna get these tidied up with another line. I'm gonna get some T-posts put in, extra support here, and then we're gonna tidy these up with the tomato twine. Then I'll finish cultivating here in between these rows. So I'm gonna do 3 T-posts on each row. So one kind of here, one in the center, and one on that end to give it a lot of support. At least the ground is sort of soft, so that's not terrible hard. Well, it appears that some tomato hornworms or something have been attacking my last 2 tomatoes here. Either that or a deer or something's eating the tops. I don't know. It almost looks like something's just eating the tops here. So I don't see any caterpillars on here yet, but we'll give it a precautionary spray after we get this supported up. I'm gonna do all the rows, but I'm gonna go through how I do the Florida weave. I have a full video on the Florida weave if you've never seen it before. You can see it in this video. I'll just do like a quick kind of, you know, what I'm doing. But if you want to see the full video, go to the YouTube channel and go find that. I'll put a link in the description as well. All right, so we're gonna work with some tomato twine here. Big tip with this is don't open the box. Just leave that string hanging out. I'm gonna put a link in the description for this. This is 3,600 foot of, or no, 6,300 foot of tomato twine. So it'll last a while. But we're gonna start tying these up and get them supported. But again, see how I have that string hanging out? Never open this. It will get so tangled and it will be so annoying. And I've done it a bunch of times. So listen for me, or listen to me. We're gonna go ahead and tie off to this T-post. Right. And for the first part, you're just weaving in between each one. I'm gonna show you what to do on when we come back around. So on the other side, you're just weaving back on the other side here. So you're really kind of pinching in between two layers of string. Make sure you're on the right side each time. And when we tighten it, it will cinch these up and support them. And this is a good way to do a large number of tomatoes without using a large number of tomato cages. So you see when I pull this tight, here in a second, it's going to pull these tomatoes up and support them. So you want to pull that pretty tight. And then we're going to tie it off. And that'll be good for our first little weave on our Florida weave. Okay, so I've got the cultivating done through here. Got these tomatoes tied up with the twine. Looks a lot better. You're still going to see some grass and weeds and stuff in here sitting kind of on top, but if you look, that root ball is exposed. It's going to dry out and die. So, you know, you'll see it. A lot of this sitting on top. I could come in here and throw out and rake all these out. I don't really have time to do that because I have a lot of other stuff to do too. So why I have this is in between here. I'm going to get in here and just use this push-pull hoe and clean in between where I couldn't get with the tiller. I'm just going to kind of go over this plot real quick with that. Doesn't have to be perfect, just needs to be better than it was. So we're going to get that done real quick, and then we'll go ahead and fertilize these tomatoes, and that'll be it for the video. I'm gonna go ahead and put some of this AgroThrive general purpose fertilizer out here. This jug has seen better days, but it's a 2.5 gallon jug. It's been lasting me a while. Put a link in the description where you can order some of that stuff too. But all I'm gonna do is put a couple glugs in this here and get as far as I can and come back and do it again until I get that whole plot done. Usually I can get a couple rows with one of these. So we'll see. I'm going to put a couple in there, fill it up the rest of the way, and we'll fertilize. So I use this in this early part of the growing season for the most part. But once they start putting on a lot more fruits, I'll use the fruit flour. A little bit more. Boogered that up. So the good thing about this AgroThrive is you're really not going to burn your plants. It's organic and it's not real hot. It's good nutrients in it though. So I'm just giving each one of these a little bit, and I'll come back through and do it again. So a lot of this grass that you're still seeing is uprooted. It's just gonna dry out in the sun and die. Hey, well guys, that was really all I had today. I just wanted to get this plot taken care of. As you can see, it looks a lot better. That was pretty bad. Got those weeds out and tidied up the tomatoes, gave them a Florida weave, and gave everything a good little fertilizer. So after, I didn't get this on video, but after I did the fertilizer, I just came through with a clear watering can to just kind of knock some of the fertilizer off the leaves and settle it in. Not really a full watering or anything like that, but a little water to water that fertilizer in. So if you have any questions, don't forget to go ahead and leave them in the comments below, and I'll do my best to respond to you. If you want to send me an email, you can send me an email at virginiagraceliving@gmail.com. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out there in the comment section. Like I said, I'm going to put some links in the description of this video for the AgroThrive, the tomato twine. And if I forget something, make sure to let me know, and then I'll get back to you. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and God bless.